Hello everyone, we're going to be doing something right now that really none of the other minis is truly capable of. We're going to run a cave shmup, one of the later ones, from roughly 2004 or so. So let's check this out. And one of the primary issues that myself and MadFranko were having in the beginning were basically the system would keep freezing and crashing and we'd have to unplug the power. And this doesn't fare too well for the cores such as the MAME, Xtreme, etc., which utilize more memory. But I'm going to go right now. Hello everyone, I'm booting up the Amiga 500 Mini. And right now we're going to be showcasing a game which is really not run too well on any of the other mini classics, but we're going to be running it in a very, very special way today. Okay. And as far as the actual release, I would predict roughly within the next 2 to 3 weeks, we should have something out for you guys and gals to check out. We're going to run from the list here. Mushi Hime-sama. Hello everyone, right now I'm booting up the Amiga 500 Mini and I'm going to be running a fantastical cave shmup. So let's get the show on the road here. And this is going to be a very, very special core, which is going to basically be lower profile as far as memory is concerned. So we're going to go to my history here. And we're going to load Mushihimesama, a great cave shmup. There we go. And I'm going to show you the whole process here. And this is a game that has had incredulous issues on the other mini classics simply due to the fact of the memory usage required to run it. I mean, we're talking the core itself is roughly 80 megabytes in size. Then you have RetroArch, which could be roughly 6 megabytes in size. And there's almost like a hard limit of roughly 80 megabytes as far as like before the games could freeze or crash or burn on some of the mini classics, case-by-case scenario, core-wise. It becomes pretty irritating at times. So on the Mega Drive, SNES Classics, which only have 256 megabytes of RAM apiece, we were to work around this with Xtreme Virtual RAM, which gives us roughly like 512 additional temporary RAM memory, which we could do as a swap file on the flash or hard drive itself. Not on the internal memory, mind you. The PlayStation Classic has 1 gigabyte of RAM, so it has less of a problem with this, but the actual processor speed kind of throttles out at 1.34. Even though it's supposed to be 1.53, it is really around 1.34 most of the time for a lot of stuff. This system right here is around 1.8 gigahertz, and I'm going to be doing something that you may have never seen before. Usually if you're trying to run a game like this, Mushi Hime-sama, on any of the mini classics, you have to use frame skip. We're not going to be using any frame skip today. We can do original, KMF thematic mode, or ultra mode. Let's try ultra mode here. And mind you, if you do the original mode, look at that. Basically, are you sure you want to do this incredibly difficult mode? Yes, I'm sure. So we're going to do ultra mode. We can choose between our different power-ups here. You're not going to have the best music, and it's not going to be perfectly full speed, but I mean, this is definitely running better than any other mini classics can handle it. And if you don't want to have like the lag spikes and slowdown, you could run at the lower difficulties. But I'm going to do the hardest difficulty because I want to have thousands of bullet hell bullets on the screen at once. And what is your personal favorite cave game? For me, I really like Guwange, the feudal Japan shmup. And you can also get the sequel to this, or should we say the fixed-up version 1.5, Mushi Hime-sama on Nintendo Switch and Steam. So yeah, if you want to have another way to run this, as well as like great games such as Ikaruga, which are made by Treasure, you can also get that on Steam and Xbox, PS4, etc. It's running a hell of a lot better than before. And here's the bonus thing here. Once we get past some of this bullet hell here, I'll show you the really, really cool thing. Oh, come on, blow up so I can... There we go. Right there, top there, skip frame, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, auto. Right now, I have it set to 0. Let's go back here. Let's not lose life in the process here, but right there, I have it at 0 frame skip right now. Look how well it's actually running, considering. I kind of threw a life away in the process, though. Look at this crap. I'm kind of in the trap of bullet hell here. Am I going to be able to get out of this? No, I'm not. I'm still going to beat this stage, though. It's like a minute to learn, lifetime to master, like pinball, where you can continue, or you can try to get the highest score and keep thriving on the higher score each time you play it. Oh, jeez. I can also use a bomb there to blow everything up, like that. Yeah! So we're at least gonna try to get to the boss. I'll save a couple of my remaining bombs there. I'm in a trap here. Whoa! And I just saw the Jurassic Park movie. Should we say Jurassic World Dominion? It's a pretty fun movie for what it was. I like the other two in the series as well, but I also like the original three. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm not going to continue. I'm going to go to a lower difficulty here just to show you the difference here. I usually do better, but I'm kind of on the spot right now. So we're going to continue here and do a lower difficulty just to see what it's like. And lower difficulty is still pretty masochistic in nature, regardless. You're also going to be able to run all the games like Mushi Hime-sama Futari, which is on Xbox 360. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do KM. Oh, well. Okay. There we go, KM. Yeah, there we go. Let's try doing the lowest difficulty here and see if it makes a difference in enemy capacity speed. All that original mode. I generally do a lot better on ultimate mode, whatever. Ultra mode. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay. You see a tremendous difference as far as like the bullet hell is concerned here. It should almost be like a pushover challenge-wise compared to what I just did. I don't think any of these enemies are even going to present a challenge because I'm so used to playing bullet hell on the ultimate difficulty in all games. So yeah, right now it's kind of a pushover. I should have no problem getting a decent score. Get all the little items on the ground, defeat all the enemies. I do thoroughly enjoy playing on hard difficulty though, without a doubt. I almost want, come on, throw more bullets at me. Come on, come on. Maybe I'll have a little bit of a challenge from the boss. This is nothing right now though. For those who are novices or newcomers to this type of genre, this could be like just absolute bullet hell, but I've been playing these types of games for many, many years. This is what I call easy mode activate right now. Not to mention, since it's not running full speed, it's even a little bit easier. So I'm definitely going to be playing this on the hard difficulty to future playthroughs. Let's see how high of a score I can get here. I think after I do like a few stages, I should be able to match that high score up there. You know, 3 million. Kind of a relaxing pace right now. Come on. The boss should be coming up fairly soon here. By getting all these little items, the gems and diamonds, all that fun stuff, that's how I get my little multipliers at the end of each stage. And there's one trick I use in many games that I play shmup-wise, and I've been using this for years. You can literally do a figure 8 like this and avoid most enemy fire. Because by the time it goes after you, you're already in a different trajectory to it. Come on, come on. Give me something here. Take this guy out here. I feel like I'm doing driver's ed for shmups right now. What would you say is the hardest difficulty shmup that you've ever played? I mean, obviously, even a game like Gradius, if you lose all your power-ups, that can be pretty difficult, but definitely Gradius 5 is up there, and Treasure made that, as well as Ikaruga, Radius Overgun, etc. Cave has made games like Pro Gear, even though it has a Capcom publisher logo on it. So far, so good. Here comes our boss there in the background. And it kind of reminds me of that one boss in like the one stage, is it like the third or fourth stage of Contra, for Contra 3 Alien Wars for Super Nintendo. And speaking of which, some of the people who worked on the game are actually Treasure members. Okay. Okay, and this is normally a tough boss to fight if you're on the hard difficulty. But we're going to see if we can handle this. This is actually incredibly easy right now. Oh wow, this is easy. Whoa! I'm not even going to need any of my power bombs, am I? Whoa! Look at that! Saved by a pixel there. Oh no, it's going to try to throw some chaos at me here. I'm gonna try to save my bomb here. I'm hoping I can do it. Like, literally, I have not died one time on this difficulty just yet, but we still got half energy here. So it's not too late. And the slowdown is helping me a little bit here. Just like playing Gradius 3 on Super Nintendo or Super Famicom, where that slowdown definitely helps you, versus the arcade version, which has 0 slowdown. If you played on the Mendefon Xtreme Fast Core for the next update, Gradius 3 has no slowdown for the Super Nintendo version. Oh, this boss is getting a little perturbed at me. He still has a little bit of life left in him. What's he gonna do? Some last-ditch attack on me? I want my $3 million. I want my $2. Oh, you really have to see this part with the true bullet hell here. This is nothing right now. Wow. I feel like I'm taking candy from a shmup baby right now. That was not remotely difficult. Now anyway, when you're done, what you're going to need to do is restart RetroArch. That'll clear the cache memory. So we're going to restart RetroArch. And we're going to load the follow-up to this, which is Mushi Hime-sama Futari. And again, this is basically a 360 game, and also on Steam. So we're going to run that one right now. Okay, let's see how this one runs. And most of the cave shmups are going to be run fantastic, like Guwange, Pro Gear, and Dodon Pachi. They'll all run fine. It's just the games that are later, like in the 2004s and on, like this. I mean, 2006 right there. December 8th, or is that 8/12? It depends on what country you're in, if it's the date or month. But Mushi Hime-sama Futari, and you can get that on Xbox 360. It's considered a 1.5 version of basically the game I was just playing a few minutes ago. Okay? And when I ran this on the PlayStation Classic and even the Mega Drive SNES Classics, this part right here took forever. I mean, I'd literally walk away for like 8 minutes and finally get this whole ROM check. But again, when you're done running any of these games, due to the fact that you only have roughly 500 megabytes of RAM, and I'm going to show you something interesting right here. You can go to on-screen display, on-screen notifications. You can actually go to memory details. And ignore that, even though it says like right there, it says 4.07. That is actually take the decimal point to the right too, and it'd literally be should we say move it, and it's actually the 400 or 354 megabyte right now. When I was doing this originally in my testing, I got it to around 434, etc. So that's considerable amount of RAM I'm saving right here. See right there. Okay, now you can see if you actually get up to that 487.59, the system's gonna freeze on you. Let's do ultra mode here. 420. There we go. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. I want to do the radical ultra mode. Okay. Keep it at 420. Yes. And again, when I was doing my initial test today, we keep maxing out 4 up and free. And Self and MadFranko have already discovered this. If you have a 2 amp power supply for this, you're going to want to have at least a 3 amp one if you want to be able to play the more extreme stuff like this. But I'm on the ultra mode right now. Look at that bullet out. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. That's a challenge. There we go. This is more like it. It's essentially the same game as the one I just played, but it has a graphical overhaul and a few other additions to it. Look at that. There we go. There we go. Now I feel like I'm in treasure territory here. There we go. Lost 1 life already. I'm really digging it though, and I love this type of like enemy and platform stuff. It kind of reminds me of Konami's fantastic shmup for Super Nintendo called Axlay. Let's try not to lose the second life here. Look at that. That's bullet hell right there. Can we get through this? Can we get through this? We could use one of our bombs. That's what I'm talking about. And memory staying in a stable 4.20, which is 407 megabytes right now. Just ignore that decimal point, and it's actually all 3 numbers. 391 megabytes. So not too bad. Oh no, oh no. There we go. This is a hell of a lot more fun. It gets really insane when you get to the boss battle. There we go. Oh wow, bob and weave. It's like boxing now. Whoa! Oh wow. Try and play this on Xbox 360 or Steam at the full speed mode activate. Ah, I lost my 2 lives there. Again, it's like a minute to learn lights on the master. When I play again, I'll do better. But I'm really digging Ultra Mode. And you cannot mask the fact that you're playing Ultra Mode, because look, it says right on top of the screen, Ultra Mode activate. But yeah, maybe one day, even with the Mega Drive 2 Mini, maybe we'll even have even better specs. Because you can tell this is newer hardware because we actually have a USB-C for the turbo, for this Mini actually, the Amiga 500 Mini. Oh wow, that was a lot of bullets there. I'm digging it. There we go. There we go. That's the challenge right there. That's a lot of bullets, folks. Can I make it? Can I make it? Oh, wow. Very cool indeed. I think I'm going to trap myself in this little gap here. And Gradius 5 actually has a bit of this bullet up. There we go. There we go. You have that little safeguard of a bomb you could drop. And I might just be able to take this guy down before he does any other crazy attacks. There we go, there we go. Okay. That was cool. Loving this vibrant graphical overhaul here. And Deathsmiles actually works fairly well as well. You have a few lag spikes in the beginning of the first stage. But once you fight the first Cyclops style enemy, it really speeds up exponentially. Look at that, more bullet hell. Oh yeah, bullet mode activate. Oh great, look at that, look at that, look at that. Saved by the bell there, literally. Okay. I mean, we don't have the full speed mode activate, but you can definitely see there's some challenge here still. Bullet hell mode activate. Oh no. That's great. I'm definitely going to have to do another video where I play this like on PC, and you can see the difference in the full speed mode activate. Whoa! There we go. My bomb saved the day again. Almost like you're playing Pac-Man Championship Edition, and you're able to throw like a little power bomb out to save you. There we go, there we go. Did it again. Now I'm going to be on the boss and be screwed. Unless I unlock another bomb by then. There we go. Give me another bomb here. I'm getting a fairly decent score here. Like I said, it's considering we only have 500 megabytes of RAM here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow. I feel like I'm being pushed to my limits here. There we go. Power up. Get the power up. Another shmup game, I'd have to say, if I'm talking about one of my favorite shmup games, it's made by Namco. It's called Phalios, and not the arcade version. I actually like the Mega Drive version a lot more. Whoa, 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 what's going on here? I don't know what's going on. It feels like Phantasm there. Oh, great. Am I out of continues there? And we have some... There we go. That minute to light lights out of master. My score reset. But now we have a dinosaur straight out of Jurassic World Dominion here. I can throw a bomb there. There we go. And you're going to see some crazy bullet hell here. Just check it out when he does the bullet hell. But yeah, once I lost my first 3 lives here without getting like a 4th life or such, my score reset. So that's the thing with pinball and such. I mean, you can continue and all that to a degree, but you lose your score. Look at this. And look, it's almost like 2 different color things, almost like Ikaruga style stuff there. I can do another bomb. There we go. We're not going to let this guy take me down here. We'll see the next stage too. Very cool indeed. Almost like a Zen experience if you play this at absolute full speed on Steam, Xbox 360, etc. I'm kind of curious if they put this on PS4 or PS5 by this point. Okay. Am I going to make it before he throws some crazy claw stuff? Oh, no, no, no. That was close. I'm going to have to battle it out with somebody's bullet hell here. And the trick is, don't look at the enemy. Look at the bullets only. And you might actually survive unscathed. There we go. Take him out before the claws come at me. Okay. Okay, now we're going to see what the next stage is like. We should be at the next stage once we do the multipliers and all that. Oh, great. Is he coming back for more damage here? There we go. Come on. Go down. Go down. Okay. Hell yeah. Beautiful, beautiful game, though. Let's see what the next stage is like for a moment here. You can also do two-player mode activate if you have a second controller. There we go. All the diamonds, gems, and such I picked up throughout the stage. Quite a bit there. Okay, am I gonna be able to get my 1,455,600 whatever, or 14 million? Sorry, I had to think twice for a second here because I'm all in bullet hell captivity right now. So 14 million is the score you gotta kind of get to. 14.5 million, and quite a bit off there. Okay, second stage for a moment here. Great, great water effect. Winter is coming, right? Very, very cool. We'll try one more game here while we have a moment. We're going to go to Restart RetroArch. And I'm going to load Deathsmiles as my probably final game right now. And you'll see the lag spikes on that. So, Deathsmiles. Again, when you first start the game, you're going to have lag spikes for the first portion of the first stage. So it should load fine. And again, this used to take roughly 5 to 8 minutes to even get in-game. I'm getting in-game within like a minute and a half. So this is quite a difference from what I'm used to in the old days. But again, the majority of the Cave shmups, and again, if you look back to the history of Cave, they started out in the company called Toplon, who made games such as Tiger Heli and such. And Tiger Shark. Was it Iron Shark or Tiger Shark? Not Iron Eagle with Louis Gossett Jr. You know, the original movie, was that before Top Gun or after Top Gun? I mean, after Top Gun came out, there were so many movies. Iron Eagle 2, Iron Eagle 3, Aces High. I mean, how many of those were there? Next, we're going to have another Iron Eagle movie. And that Top Gun Maverick movie is probably the first non-superhero movie that might crack the $1 billion barrier in years. So again, we're going to do a little bit of Deathsmiles, 2007 here. So we literally went from 2004 to 2006. Now we're doing a 2007 game. And the higher the year, as far as Cave games go, the slower the games are going to run overall. But you guys see this game is quite presentable as well once we get in there. Notice I didn't have to change anything. I mean, I have everything working right off the bat with the lower frame data here. Here we go. Okay, let's pick our character. And we're going to do a little bit of memory test here once we get going. And as the game's loading, I'm going to get into the test there. You can actually pick between the difficulties, like 1, 2, and 3. We'll go straight to level 3 here. If you do level 1, it's actually going to make you go to the first 3 stages, then the next 3 stages, then the 3 stages. Here, you can actually get to the tail end of the game this way. So we're going to go into the memory details again. On-screen display. And we'll go to the memory details. So right now, it's around 365 megabytes out of 487.59. So let's see if we can maintain integrity here. Now we're at 400. Not bad. But again, this is why this game has issues on, of course, these systems such as Mega Drive, SNES, and Classics, because there's only 256 megabytes of RAM, and it's trying to use this much. And even the PSP core tries to use roughly 256 to 300 megabytes of RAM as well. That's why we need a virtual RAM for some of them games like God of War, Chains of Olympus, and Ghost of Sparta. Okay, so 400 megabytes, I mean 401 right now. And I'm going to get to the point exactly where the game starts speeding up. Okay. So right now, you're going to see some lag spikes right here. See, it's slowing down there periodically. But there's going to be a point when the game actually just exponentially starts running better. And I'm going to show you exactly where that point is. So consider it's like practice mode right now. Okay. Very, very cool. I love going vertical to horizontal to, of course, the 3D shooters. Like, there actually is a Solar Assault, should we say, is a 3D Gradius game. I'm going to see if I can get that running on this mini classic as well. I have gotten it running on the PlayStation Classic, just not all too well. And I love the music here. It actually sounds a hell of a lot like Castlevania style inspired music. And there's the Deathsmiles too, but unfortunately it doesn't work on any cords. You can play Deathsmiles 2, I believe, on Steam. I think you may be able to play it on Xbox 360 as well. And many of these games that are on Xbox 360, etc., you can of course play on, of course, the PS5 and of course Xbox Series X, all that stuff with the backwards compatibility phase. And speaking of like Top Gun inspired games, I mean, I recently played InGen Racing for PlayStation 1, which is essentially Gran Turismo with airplanes. And if you actually watch the Top Gun Maverick movie, spoiler alert, some of the canyon runs are similar to InGen Racing canyon runs. Okay, the game's gonna start speed up once I take this Cyclops out. There we go. Take this guy out, and then the game should start running better, almost right away. There we go. Now we're going to have better performance and speed. Overall, less lag spikes. And the memory staying stable at around 413 megabytes right now. Again, in my initial testing, I kept maxing out at 487 over and over again. So it was definitely a little bit of a feat of challenge getting this memory down to this point. Especially to run this type of stuff. I mean, do we really want to run stuff like just Nintendo and Sega Master System? No, we want to run 2004, 2006, 2007 Cave SHMUP's of extreme awesomeness here. Okay. Remember the Grim Reaper in the Monty Python movie? Oh, that was a funny character. Grim Reaper had so many different surfaces, and as far as like TV shows, movies, etc. Twilight Zone episodes. Spoiler alert, Robert Redford. Okay. Running awesome. And I love that some of these bosses in this game, even though they have more of a gothic style look, almost like Nightmare Before Christmas, they kind of remind me of bosses straight out of Fantasy Zone in earlier Sega SHMUP. Can't go wrong with Sega SHMUPs either. But yes, Deathsmiles is quite playable. I mean, you could argue all you want semantics, but if you want to get the Xbox 360 or Steam version, you're welcome to. But here, you can play it on the Mini Classics. And this core, by the way, is also going to go out for release in its own build for Mega Drive, SNES, NES, as well as the PlayStation Classic. So you're going to be able to play these games on there, for better or worse, on those systems as well. Now I have a little bit of a tutorial on setup as well as release notes on this. And since we have a moment here, I'm going to do one more game. We'll do Guwange, which is my personal favorite cave game. This one runs full speed, by the way. So restart RetroArch. And by the way, I was unable to close content or restart RetroArch initially, but I've been able to do like 50 to 100 plus games this way now, and never a problem anymore. Memory is literally flawless for my current setup here. I'm using a 3 amp plus power supply. Let's do the Guwange here. And this easily is my favorite cave shmup, aside from Pro Gear, which is an awesome, awesome game too. Kind of reminds me of Capcom's UN Squadron, except it's made by Cave. And it has almost like a cel-shaded style graphic interface. But this is a great, great game. And again, this one runs full speed. We're going to do a little bit of comparison on the memory here. I mean, it may or may not use more memory, but we're going to check anyway. So on-screen display, on-screen memory details. Oh, look at that. It's using half the memory. So you can see the difference right there. We went from using 400 megabytes of memory to only 192. So there you go. And you start using the Nintendo games, it's probably going to be only like 60 megabytes of memory, give or take. I mean, we could test that theory. But look at that. See the difference there? So yeah. Right here is in the territory of the Mega Drive SNES NES Classic with the 256 megabytes of RAM. And this is about the best you could run on the systems without doing anything extreme. See? 200 megabytes. Perfect here. Wow, this is awesome. So you want your full speed game. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful indeed. And you know what? For our final test game, we're not going to do a cave shmup, but we're going to test, we'll go to a Nintendo game. Low content, Star Trajectory. We'll go to Nintendo. See if I have this in my setup here. It should be like Zombie Hunter. Zombie Nation, sorry. Zombie Nation is a great game. Zombie Hunter is actually a roguelike game worth playing as well, but Zombie Nation is a great thing. We're going to run this on FCEMM Extreme, and we're going to see how the memory works on this one right now for our final game in this video, SHMUP-wise. Okay, now we're playing Zombie Nation, which is a veritable classic. If you thought Silver Surfer was hard, this game is actually harder. And it looks like the guy from Phantasm crossed over with Shrunken Heads the movie, a great cult classic movie. But we're going to play this on the hardest difficulty. There we go, hard mode activate. And FCMM Extreme has 0 slowdown. You play games like Gradius and Zombie Nation, there's no slowdown. It feels like we're playing Rampage the Shmup here. And again, we started out with Mushi Hime-sama, and then we did Mushi Hime-sama Futari, and then we did a little bit of Deathsmiles and Guwange. Now we're doing this crazy game, and this is a tough game. Oh wow, look at it, it's insane. There's no mercy here. I don't think I'm even going to make it past the first stage here. Again, 0 slowdown. You can play the normal FCMM core if you don't want to have this crazy difficulty I have right now. Whoa! I wonder if I could go top off there, because you can do that in Kid Icarus. I don't think I'm going to be able to get away with it here, though. Damn, we're Choplifter when you need it. And you know Choplifter on the Sega Master System actually had like Jaws, E.T., and Superman as bonus characters that you'd see just like be in the stages. Whoa! Wow. Definitely, I'm playing on, you can play easy mode on FCMM core if you don't want to have this challenge here. It's been a while since I last played this, but definitely one of the best games that you can play shmup-wise for Nintendo. Okay. Am I gonna make it? Let's not let that guy get me this time. There we go. So close. Gotta get one more guy there. Definitely get my challenge set for me. You sunk my battleship. There we go. Let's save this guy. There we go. We're gonna beat the stage, right? Almost there. Almost there. That looks like Go-Go 13 blimp there. Remember Go-Go 13 when you had to do the side-scroll and shmup stages? That was awesome. And you had stages like this in the Adventures of Batman and Robin for, of course, Mega Drive as well. There we go. We beat the first stage, right? Or are we on the no, we're on the second stage now. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and there will be more to come. I'm going to try to quit while I'm ahead before I embarrass myself and die. I hope you enjoyed the video. There'll be more videos to come.